All right, part two, political issues going on at the time of World War I. First thing I want to talk about is democratization. Now, democratization is a large vocab word. It is a word that you need to know. Democratization is simply the process of becoming a democracy. Okay, so it's important to understand that by 1914, all European powers had elected lower houses of parliament. This is important and this is significant because it means that the people have a say in government. This is an Enlightenment idea really going into action at this time period. People have a say, and the majority of the adult male population in Europe was enfranchised, meaning they have representation in government. They have the ability to vote on who represents them, who makes decisions based upon what's happening in that country. Additionally, the press was relatively free at this time period, meaning reporters could report what they wanted. They could talk negatively about the government and not worry about anyone stopping them and preventing this from happening. You got a free press right now, and you got people who are voting on issues. Citizens additionally could form political parties or pressure groups. Now, this is significant for a number of reasons. First and foremost, the kind of the opinions of average citizens are now being heard by the governments. They're getting together and they're analyzing and working with the government to make sure the things they want to have happen actually happen. It's going to apply a number of different pressure in different ways on the government, making sure what these citizens want to have happen is actually happening. And it's going to influence a number of different things in these countries, okay? Got that one messed up right through there. Now, we're looking here at political issues. Additionally, it's important to understand that Austria-Hungary, Germany, and Russia, they all have monarchs at this time period. Now, this time period, a lot of people in Europe are seeing monarchs as kind of old-fashioned, the way it used to be, and they're moving more towards this modern democratization. So Austria-Hungary, Germany, and Russia stand out in that regard simply because they still have monarchs. Additionally, it's important to understand that in these countries, military chiefs, so the head of the militaries, are not subordinate to civilian statmen. So they are not subordinate to the politicians that are elected by the people. They are subordinate to the king. In case with the king or the queen, whoever's running your country, is trying to crack down on different things going on in that country, they have the right to do that, and the military works on behalf of them. Now, this is going to cause a number of issues when it comes to the citizens not really feeling comfortable with what's going on here. And it's also going to kind of set up these countries, making them just a little bit different from what is going on in the other countries in Europe. International tensions are going to mount at this time period. Competition from colonies is going to be increasing and causing a lot more tension throughout the world. And public opinion is going to be polarized. Now, something's polarized, which means you're going to either have really strong feelings about one way or another. You really like this or you really hate it. There's not a lot of people who kind of just are okay with either happening. When this is happening, you're going to have a lot of tensions in your country, and political conflicts are going to be increasing. Conflicts increase when the population is polarized, especially politically. Moderate and progressive tendencies are often offset by these radical tendencies. So those people who are kind of moderate in the middle of the road are willing to try to make progress on something. These policies are going to be offset by the radicals saying we must do this or we must do that, and not really willing to work together with one another. Nationalism is going to increase here as well. Nationalism is intense pride in your country, and militarism, this belief that you need to build up your military. Nationalism and militarism go hand in hand, can lead to a number of issues. Additionally, socialist parties are going to be around at this time period, founded off that idea from Karl Marx and Frederick Engels in the Communist Manifesto of 1848. These socialist parties are going to be opposed to wars of conquest and wars of aggression. They're going to view these wars of conquest, geez, I can't speak today, and wars of aggression as this capitalist enterprises, people doing stuff solely for money and not for the benefit of all, and working for that equality that socialism is founded upon. They were, however, willing to support a war if that war was fought for a just cause. So if there's a reason to fight this war, and we'll talk a little bit more about a just cause later on, so if you're kind of confused on that, just hang tight, it'll be coming in later videos. They were willing to support a war, though, if it was for a good reason. Not a war for conquest to take more land, not a war to try to show your strength, but a war that is for a good ethical reason these socialists are willing to fight. That is all for now. Questions, comment, put them down below. Otherwise, good luck.